subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Welcome to the Nick from Australia show, everybody. My name is Dan from Daft Previews, and Nick is busy doing a shit. And here he comes, 3 kilos.
How the fuck are we?
Man, I gotta say, that fucking intro's awesome.
That's a throwback.
We are fucking live, cunts! How in the fuck are we, fellas? How in the fuck are we?
We're great, bro.
Right.
Welcome back to the
good.
YouTube channel.
We're
As you guys know, I am Nick from Australia, and I am joined by plenty of people tonight. I'm joined by Z-Tank99, Pro Enzo Vids, Warriors NRL Fanatics. I'm joined by Hainsey, Daft Previews, and CJ Moxley. Boys, how the fuck are yous?
Brilliant, bro.
Hyped.
I'm fucking pumped now.
We're good. We're good.
Very good.
Disappointed didn't make the intro, but yeah,
We've got
sick
a
intro.
fucking-
Nick. Well done,
We've
mate.
got a panel tonight, boys. I know everyone's watching the Melbourne election at the moment between Dan Andrews and all that, but this is the fucking real panel to be on.
I didn't even know
What's
that was
going on, boys? 2022
Yeah,
is over, pretty much. No more NRL games, no more international footy. Let's celebrate the year it was, boys.
That was a good year.
That was a great year, definitely.
It's a very fun year.
Pro Enzo Vids, how are you, my friend?
Going fantastic, bro. I'm pretty much keen for today. Keen for this.
Well, I'm keen as well, and I'm glad you guys are all here. And we're probably going to have a few more people come on as the show goes on. I think Entertain House is going to make an appearance at some point. I'm not sure who else is going to be coming on, but I've invited a lot of people onto tonight's show, so we'll see what kind of crowd we get. But we've already got a bit of a crowd building up here, so it's good to see. And look, if you guys haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. Hit the subscribe button. On the way to 3K, we are joined by plenty of quality content creators. We've got Z-Tank99, who's, look, I've been saying pretty much all year, the most underrated rugby league YouTuber on the planet. Z-Tank99, thanks for being a part of the show tonight, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. It's been a great year, and it's going to be a good night to reflect on all the good and bad that happened.
And I just spilled Coke all over myself, so that's a good start. But mate, thanks for coming on as well. And we're joined by well, we all know I'd like to take the piss out of him here, but Warriors NRL Fanatics is also in the house. Fanatics, how are you, bro? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I'm doing. It's great to be on. Actually, I'm looking forward to this. Just reflecting on the year that was 2022, and yeah, it's great to be on here tonight. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, it's good, and I'm glad everyone's here. We've got about 20 people in the live chat. The chat is starting to get very popular, so it's good to see. But boys, we're gonna talk about whatever tonight. So every topic we talk about is just random as fuck. I want to start with this, boys. Were you just disappointed that Penrith won the premiership? Because honestly, the year would have been better if they had lost.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it personally, no.
I didn't.
Then we'd
enjoy
have
it
to
either
see
because
Parramatta
we
win, you know. I don't want to deal with Parramatta fans. I live near Parramatta.
Well,
Tell
for
me
me,
about it.
each week that South kept winning and winning, I was regretting that the thought they were going to win the comp. I was like, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle South winning.
That's fine. That's
So-
fine, bro.
So I'm glad that Penrith beat Souths in that prelim, but I was sort of hoping that Parramatta beat Penrith because of our
Week one was
back-to-back
beauty.
reign in 18-19. So we wanted to keep that reign, but you got to take credit to Penrith. They deserve that premiership. So
I don't deserve
also
fuck
just
all.
notice Nick,
I'm not giving him
notice Nick
credit.
liking the shave, mate. Very good,
Yep.
nice and clean. I had to say
Yeah, I
it.
should actually
had
give
to
you guys a
had to
look.
notice it.
Smooth.
I think
Well,
I
I had a
Nick's
shave this
lost
afternoon.
3 years in
You know,
age.
you know what?
I think
For the show, I'll have a nice clean shave for the show.
looking very fresh, mate. Very fresh, mate.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Hainsey, for that very kind comment on my beard's dead. I've literally killed the beard again. I look like I'm 5 years younger. 5 years younger.
He's 18 now.
Literally.
He's back to 18.
Literally. Oh, I'm going back to 18. Fuck me. I'm not going back there again. All right, fucking. You boys want to talk about something? We got so much we can talk about tonight on the year it was, but anything in particular you fellas want to talk about?
The meetups. How about the meetups that this year we've had?
Yeah.
Oh, the meetups. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. The meetups were fucking awesome, bro. Which one do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the one in the finals, or you want to talk about the one back in May?
We can start with one back in May and then work our way down to the finals one if you want.
Do you want to talk about Magic Round as well, Nick?
Back in May. Yes, we'll definitely go on a Magic Round as well. But let's start with the one back in May. So basically, my birthday was during that week, and that weekend I went down there, and I went down to Penrith, an absolute shithole. I'll probably never go there again. I went to the Panthers and the Cowboys game there on the Friday night. But before that, because this is what I did, right? I went down there on the Thursday night, and on the Thursday night, it was I think it was Melbourne versus Manly. It wasn't the greatest game of football, but that was the Thursday night game that weekend, and it was a shit game. And then I was at my cousin's house out at Penrith, out that way there, and during I think it was the next day, I was obviously in contact with CJ and Lorenzo, and I said, "Righto, boys. Well, I'm in Sydney, so let's meet up somewhere." And we met up at the Rudy Hill train station, and again, another shithole. So we met up there at the Rudy Hill train station. We met up, and the funny thing was, right? Obviously, I'm not fit at the moment. I'm a long way from being fit. Walking up them stairs at Sydney train stations. Talk about a workout. Absolute workout. Anyway, I'm ringing Lorenzo and Moxley. I'm going, where the fuck are you? I'm at the Rudy Hill train station. Where are you? And they're like, oh, we can't find it. We can't find you. I'm like, where the fuck are you? I'm right near this pub. They're like, oh, we're on the other side. I went, oh, for fuck's sake. Walk up these stairs again. I'm going, Jesus Christ. How many stairs are in this fucking area? Because that was the first time I've been to Sydney. And I'm going, where the fuck am I? I didn't know where I was going. Anyway, I get up the stairs, and Moxley and Lorenzo were like, oh, we're on the other side. So I was like, righto. So I started walking over towards them, and then there they are. I see him. I see Moxley. I think you're wearing a Souths jersey, or you're wearing something with Souths.
Nah.
I can't remember. South scarf? I don't know. You had something on.
Definitely would have been South jumper. He always wears that. I've never seen him without it.
Lorenzo was there. Lorenzo's very tall. In person, he's a very tall human being.
Bro, I was surprised.
So we meet up. I walk over to him, and then Moxie's like through the roof going, oh, my God, it's actually happening. I've met you, bro.
Yeah.
And the first thing Lorenzo and CJ say to me, oh, you sound different in person compared to what you do on Instagram and the calls. And I'm like, out of all the things you could say when I meet you, it's the first thing you had to fucking say. Couldn't believe it. So we meet up. We get on the train. We head out to Penrith. Again, a massive shithole. Probably never go there again. We get to Penrith, and I'm like, well, where's Penrith Stadium? It's still fucking 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute walk from the train station. I'm going, what the fuck? So we get off at Penrith Station and we start walking. Like, right, let's go to Penrith Stadium. And at this point, I think it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, where the fuck are we? And we had to get an Uber from Penrith Station to the ground itself. I'm going, oh, here we go, finally. And we get to Penrith and we have a good night, boys. And obviously the Cowboys didn't win, which was could have got
Met a
arrested.
few
Not gonna lie.
other blokes as well, which was cool.
Well, Sam Revel was there. First time I met Sam Revel. It was good to meet him. His mum almost choked me out, so that was funny.
Yeah.
Entertain House was there. I met Tom, one of Hayden's mates, and RXY's V2 was there as well. And look, it wasn't a great night as in terms of, supporting your team, but meeting up with the boys, that was a really fucking good night.
Yeah, it was just after 3 years of talking, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, awesome moment.
Well, see, CJ, the thing with you is you were my 8th subscriber on YouTube when I started way back in early 2018.
Yeah, I remember because I remember seeing
yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
You weren't even fucking doing YouTube much. You were just sort of in and out, and then you sort of just and then we ended up meeting up and went good mates. And then what about the next night when we fucking were at my cousin's house?
Yeah, this is a funny story. So basically, what happened was I lost my Opal card on the train back.
Yeah.
And I was in Penrith, so I had nowhere to go. And I was like to Nick, fuck, what do I do, bro? And so we're throwing out suggestions, and long story short, it ended up with me staying at his cousin's over the weekend. And
in Penrith.
It was a good time. Yeah, in Penrith. It was a good time, but look, I'm very thankful for that still.
Well, I think we went to Souths and Tigers beforehand.
Yeah, and then
so that was good.
Belmore.
Yeah, we went to Belmore the next day, which was awesome too. Belmore, boys, I would ask you boys this.
Belmore, yeah.
Hainsey, Belmore. I reckon it's a beautiful stadium, bro.
Oh, it is. It 100% is. As some of you might have known, I did a bit of a series on TikTok about going to all the stadiums this year, and Belmore was one of my favorites, honestly. And everyone's like, "Why Belmore?" So old. It's it's so much history. And the Dogs got it was a sellout. I reckon it was about 18,000 that day. It was sort of a little bit of a rivalry between the Dragons. So, and you had I didn't sit. I standed for that game. I was on the hill for that game. I sat in between the kennel and all the Dragon supporters, and the banter between the two was so funny. You even had there was a sign from one of the Dragon supporters that said "barbecue at Vaughan's."
Yep,
I've seen that one.
It was so funny. It was such a great day, and my parents are from Sydney, and my father won many grand finals at Belmore, so. He played his grand finals at Belmore, so we've got a bit of a connection with Belmore. So it was great to be there, and it was such a great day, And you haven't seen, I don't think you've seen a crowd like that at a Dogs game in years. So
well, bro, the only negative about it was the dickheads that kept running on the field. There was about 20 of them, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were reminded not to jump on the field, and these little kids were running onto the field, it was so it was so
typical little cunts.
Oh yeah, typical Bulldog supporters, so never behaved, never behaved.
No discipline and the security.
Dog out.
There was nothing the security could do. Yeah, Haynes said be back in a minute. Look, I think Belmore's a great stadium. I would definitely go back to Belmore without a doubt. I think it's a fantastic venue. I love Belmore. Belmore was awesome. And Belmore, we were lucky to get to fucking Belmore. Just considering the situation, we were lucky to get there.
It was
me and CJ.
So, this was so annoying. We had to go from Rudy Hill Station back towards Belmore Way, and then we had to get off because the train was playing up. So we got a fucking Uber from where, CJ?
Chester Hill, yeah.
Yeah, Uber from Chester Hill to Belmore Oval. I think it was about $20, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
And then we got to Belmore, and we had to wait outside, and we're like, kick across in 10 minutes, you fuckwit. And then I think we pushed our way through and we got in. But I was like, Jesus Christ.
It come to a time where people just jump the fence.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, people were losing that shit. And I'll tell you this as well. Tell you what, it was in May, that game, right? Dogs and Dragons. It was in May. It was fucking hot. It was a hot day.
Yeah.
Man.
Tell you what, I went to the Sharks Roosters game the day before. While you guys were at Rabbitohs and Tigers, I was at Shark Park. That was fucking freezing. That was freezing.
Yeah.
I don't recommend going in before winter. Going to Shark Park. It's freezing.
I bet.
I'll tell you a story.
I'll definitely go back to Shark Park, but I'm not.
Oh yeah, it's a nice ground. I'll tell you a story about crowding in that. 2020 Origin, the decider at Suncorp. Oh no, not the decider. The 2020 prelim between the Raiders and the Storm at Suncorp. I was at that game. Ticketek shit itself, and about 5 minutes before kickoff, there was like literally the whole stadium stranded outside because they couldn't scan their tickets, and they literally flown the gates open, and everyone just like pushed in.
I remember that. That. I was fucking fuming with rage. I was losing my shit.
So was I, and
that was pathetic.
That was the
that
good
whole
old
thing was
COVID.
Pathetic.
Typical, the good old COVID times. But yeah, just thought on a bit of crowd trouble with you guys. And thought I'd give you guys a bit of a recap.
Could only imagine.
Yeah. ZTech99. Now you live stream practically every game. Majority of them anyway. Do you have a favorite stream that you did this year? Like obviously you're a Newcastle fan, but do you have any? Like it would have been tough for you, especially with Newcastle this year. But do you have a favorite stream that you look back on and go, "That was a fucking good stream"?
Like it's a bit weird because the game itself was absolute shit. It was the Gold Coast Titans, West Tigers, that absolute like
fuck
that.
Oh my god!
The reason why it's my favorite is because it's like 50%. I want to see the world burn, and then another 50% was I lost my mind. Like the 40-minute mark, I literally like snapped. The mask fell. I lost my mind. It was
that was one of the only times this year where I switched it over to the AFL. That was so shit house. And my dad's a Tigers.
I remember counting the errors in that game. The more errors than points.
That was a fucking fuck fest.
That one.
I used to do that. I think in like 2021, it's like I'd have a drink every time there was like an error or something. I'm glad I didn't do that because I probably would have had alcohol poisoning.
There was a there was a little bit of a challenge in the Origin where every time Tedesco slipped over, take a spell of beer or something like that. Just like you'll be drunk by the end of the night.
Let me say this. That Gold Coast versus West Tigers game back in round 4, that was on the Thursday night. Funny story. I don't think I've told anyone this. I was actually going to attend it. My brother went up there on the Thursday afternoon around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was this close to going because I didn't have work the next day. I had plenty of money. I could have easily went. But the reason I didn't go was because I thought it'd be a shit game. Watching the game live from home, it was without a doubt the worst fucking game of football I've ever seen in my entire life. My God. And to the Titan supporters that carried on winning like the way they did, I thought was fucking atrocious. And it just shows what kind of club they are. That they will celebrate the worst wins ever. They will have 18 errors and they'll be like, yeah, up the Titans, we fucking won. I'm like, how can you fucking celebrate that? You fucking
Are we
cock-blooded
naming?
cunt.
Are we naming a particular person here, or we're just talking about the whole Titans?
We don't need to, but we know who I'm talking about.
I think we know exactly what we're talking about.
We know who I'm talking about, but we don't need to mention names. We don't need to mention names, but I saw that fuckwit in the crowd carrying on.
Look, I wasn't carrying on, but
we're going to get another guest in. Yeah. All right, let's get another guest on as well while we're still bragging here. TJC Sports is joining us.
Sweet.
My computer is slow tonight. Load.
Hey, g'day, legends. Good to see you all.
Hey,
Hey, mate. Look, I've been waiting like 5 minutes.
How you going, bro?
I'm going good, bro. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It could be worse, bro. There was this one time where I made the bunny chick wait 20 minutes. There was this one time there where I was doing the late night show and the bunny chick was spamming the private chat. She's like, add me in. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm going to add you in. Just wait. And then she was carrying on about, Wakefield will win the Super League. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, you fat cunt. You don't know what you're on about. Oh, my God.
We're going to get relegated too.
No, she will
Fuck, my Super League team sucks.
But shout out to the bunny chick.
No.
Very loyal support of the channel. All right. Yeah, so West Tigers and Gold Coast, I swear to God, that was the worst game I've seen. And if you go back to my review and watch it, I was literally asleep for 5 minutes on the stream. It's the worst game I ever saw.
Not much to talk about.
I'm glad I didn't go. If I went to that game, I would have deliberately got myself thrown out.
Banned from C-Bus.
I would have walked
not
up
missing out on
to a bunch of Titans fans in the crowd. I would have said, you're all a bunch of poofters. And I would have thrown me out. Guarantee.
That was the worst.
Wouldn't have lasted long.
Wow.
That was horrible.
I've been kicked out of the races before.
I've never been thrown out of a game, but I did go close to getting thrown out at one particular game. I was up at the what game was it? 2011. I went up to the Titans and Cowboys up at C-Bus. It was a Saturday night game, and there was no Thurston. Thurston was out injured, I think, and I think we had Matty Bowen in the house with Ray Thompson or some shit, and we won the game. I think it was like 28-20 from memory, and I was only a kid, and I think I said to someone, I said, "You're a fucking idiot," and then the security almost threw me out. Security guards these days, man, they're so strict.
Security guards are bloody pricks sometimes.
Yep.
Swear to fucking God. Dude, bloody useless too sometimes.
Well, Dan, mate, what's that?
What?
I didn't hear a word you just said. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying, bloody, sometimes the security guards can be bloody useless, I swear to God. Like,
well, see, here's the thing, right? If you go to Belmore, you'll get away with anything. And I'm telling you, you'll be able to meet all the players at Belmore. No problem. But if you go to fucking Penrith, and they'll throw you out in 2 seconds if you get too close.
Nick, do you remember the time the guy, there was some stringer that tried to tackle some player? Was it Paul? No. Who was it? It was a Dragons player, wasn't it? That tried to tackle, I think it was Tarek Sims. Might have been. No, it was DeBellin. Sorry, it was DeBellin. Someone tried to tackle Jack DeBellin.
Yeah, DeBellin was the best. Yeah,
after the Dragons
game. It was Jack Bird.
Was it Jack Bird? Oh, I remember that.
I remember now. The fucking there was his dumbass Bulldogs fan that ran on the field, sprinted over towards Jack Bird, and Jack Bird just like shoved him. I think because he was getting.
I think he stepped him. Something like that.
I think he stepped him or he like shoved him because like it was fucking pathetic. But look, but here's the thing, right? At Belmore, you'll get away with whatever you want.
Yeah, just
You'll get a photo of all the players because the security's not that hot. You go to Penrith.
Oh yeah.
You go near the bus. I'll throw you out in 5 seconds.
Oh yeah. Penrith's a
Dan,
shithole.
I want to ask you this. You obviously you punt on the NRL and you do a goddamn good job of it, especially on your Discord. What's the best weekend this year that you had on the punt, you reckon?
It was the weekend of the 17th of July. I basically bet on every single game. I put $100 bonus bet on all of them. Won 10 grand. And then I followed that up the following week. I think I won another 5 grand or 7 grand. Like it was, the NRL was good to me this year. I think it probably was up 25 to 30 grand on the NRL.
Can you send me some slips, please?
I'll send you the winning slips, that's for sure.
Holy fuck!
Slips.
You just got to join the Discord. The thing is, I run a service where I give everything I do for free. Every tip is for free. Like even today I won 2.5 grand. Every tip was out there for free for anyone to follow. I think I won $1,800. One bet $1,800 or $50, and that was a bonus bet.
Holy fuck! Yeah, I better join the Discord then. Yeah, look, I'm in
Get on the Discord.
We're all missing out not to join.
Very good.
I think this time of year everyone's in shambles when it comes to money. Christmas is coming up, so everyone's gonna go.
Oh yeah, my rego is due at the same time around Christmas time, so I'm laughing. So.
Oh yuck!
You're walking. You're just walking to Christmas.
Shit.
Yuck! I'm trying to get a new fucking car, so hopefully that comes through before Christmas. But Jesus Christ, we're all gonna be broke except for Dan. He'll just keep winning 10 grand all the time.
No.
It's a bit lean. I needed that win today, so we're back on. Christmas is back on in this house.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, get festive.
We've got the momentum again. We're hot.
I'll tell you what was fucking shit about this.
Pro-Enzo Vince.
Whilst I got the floor, Nick.
My question to you. Yep, go on.
I'll tell you what was dog shit.
Yep.
And I saw Pro-Enzo up there, and I was thinking, fuck, maybe he can relate. The back end of the Broncos season was an absolute disaster. I know the second half for Manly was absolutely terrible too.
Yeah.
It was a very painful time of the year. Well, which do you think is worse, Manly's collapse or my boys absolutely shit in the bed?
Broncos by a mile.
Yeah, there's reasons behind Manly's. I reckon there's reasons behind Manly's.
Yeah, I reckon us personally.
Like
Personally,
I think. Look, if Turbo fit Manly side, mate, come 8th. I reckon.
For sure.
Out the 8.
For sure. I agree with that.
I saw nearly every. I reckon I saw the last 3 Broncos games. I was at the Storm Broncos game, Storm Parramatta Broncos game, and the Broncos St George game. It was fun as a New South Welshman up here in Queensland. It's so fucking good to see him lose like this. So I love it. I love it. The New South Welshman's like, we didn't win Origin this year. Had to give something back to the Broncos. It's like, how the Broncos go this year. I think there was a guy that I know. There's a guy I know. He gave shit to me. He was like, how the Roosters go this year? He's like, we did 1 week better than you guys. He goes, you guys did 1 week better. I was like, well, look, I meant that we lost to a better side. You guys just fucking fell from the face of the earth. 4 weeks out. 4 weeks out.
I'm actually grateful that Canberra actually made it because I'm glad they eliminated the scum of Melbourne. I was very pleased about that.
Oh, fuck
yeah. Week 1 too. Week 1.
That was good.
We were literally at Shark Park waiting for Sharks Cowboys. We had like an hour to kick off. We're sitting there behind the post and whatever. And we're watching the game. We're going, go the Raiders. Fuck the Storm. Knock them out.
Yeah, that's
and I knocked them
yeah.
out.
That's
like, gets in.
I was going to Raiders that whole game.
I literally ate my words that day. I was like, yeah, fucking up the Storm. Where are they now? And then we got knocked out the next day. So yeah, it was a good 24 hours while it lasted. I was like, yeah, Storm God. Yeah, next day we got knocked out ourselves. So.
Yeah, and then next year we're all going to be going, oh no, not the Storm and Roosters again, because we all know they're going to be great next year.
Oh fuck yeah!
Unless
No,
someone
so-
thinks otherwise. But
Look, I reckon
Anyone think otherwise?
I reckon the first few weeks will be tough for us. If I'm honest, I think
yeah.
I think the positive about this year though that we've got our like our spine set kind of thing. Like we gelled at the right time last year. Like we got Sam Walker and Luke Keary are they're set now. It's the only problem is now just getting the Cheese into that combination. If he has a good preseason, I think we're okay. But the first few weeks is going to be we got to start well. We left it too late last year. Left it way too late.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was going to ask. All right, I'll tell you what. While we're on the topic of next year, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you all the same question, one at a time. Righto. Z Tank 99. I'll start with you.
Get ready, boys.
What team next year that missed the finals is going to make it next year?
Oh, I don't know. Well, this is I think probably out of all of them, probably Brisbane are a safe bet. I'd like to say.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Brisbane. Okay. Fair enough. Proenzo Vids. What about yourself?
Yeah, tough one, isn't it? But I personally reckon the Dogs will come up next year. The Bulldogs.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, Fanatics?
Look, I want to say my team, but if I've got to be not biased here, I'll probably say Brisbane. Brisbane will improve next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
TJC Sports, what do you reckon, mate?
Well, but for me, it's between Doggies and Broncos, but I'm probably going to lean more towards Doggies personally. I just think that the signings they've done, they look like a good team next year. I think Burton's going to link up well with Marnie. Yeah. I just think Doggies.
Yeah.
Personally.
Fair enough. Hainsey, who do you like?
Well, I'm going to disagree with all you. I'm going Manly because we're literally a full strength Manly side with Tom Taboy, which we all saw what he can do. If he can play a full season at Manly, which we did in 2021, he didn't even play a full season in 2021. If he can play a full season, Manly are a threat next year, honestly. So that's why I'm going to go Manly. Like the Broncos and the Dogs, it's not an easy fix. It's going to take a couple of years. Maybe next year maybe the year after for the Dogs and the Broncos, but I don't think next year. I think the top 8 is pretty much set, to be honest. I can't see any of the top. It's hard to say. It's hard to see any of them dropping out. For example, if you look at 7th place, it was in 8th place was Souths and Canberra. They got the week 2, so they didn't play terribly last year. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say who's going to drop out, but I can see Manly coming in. But it's hard to say who's going to drop out. Looks like it's pretty set next year.
What about yourself, Dan?
Well, if Jackson Hastings didn't fuck off, I would have said the Tigers, but he's gone. And I fucking hate O'Brien as a coach, so I'm not saying the Knights. So, no, I'm thinking it would be the Dogs. I think Burton will mature into his role. I think those signings are really key and important. So
I'm confident that the Tigers will come between 9th and 12th next year. They'll do better next year.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think they'll be up, but Luke Brooks at 7.
Look, I honestly think that David Clem's a better forward than James Tamo, so their forward pack's gonna be better. With 12, 100%. if 12 plays next year, you're gonna have David Clem and Alex Toll up front, and that's not bad. Alongside Abby Coruscant with a 2-time premiership winning hooker at 9. Isaiah Papali'i, I'm not sure who's going to be at second row. And Joe Offen and Gowie at 13. It's not a bad forward pack from the Tigers. And if Adam Dewey pulls his finger out, which I think he will with Luke Brooks. I don't know about Luke Brooks. I'm not going to say anything about Luke Brooks.
Yeah.
It's not a bad. If they kept Hastings, I would have been confident because that's actually not a bad spine. But I still think not. I think 9 to 12.
All right, Moxley. Yeah. Moxley, who do you reckon makes the top 8 next year from the teams that missed it this year, and then I'll give my opinion, and then I'm going to get someone else to jump on with us. So Moxley, who do you
I'm
reckon?
going to say Brisbane and the Dogs. I'll go Brisbane and the
Pick
Dogs.
one.
I think they'll win the next year. I'll go Brisbane.
All right. The team I reckon makes the top 8 next year that didn't make it this year, I believe it's the Bulldogs. And I'll tell you what, I'll go a bit further. Bulldogs next year will finish as high as 5th.
Ooh.
Fifth.
They're going to explode next year. And I reckon Matt Burton could be the go-in.
Oh.
What a prediction.
I'll tell you
Fucking
what,
hell.
Clip
that
that.
Bulldogs left edge next year scares the living fuck out of me.
Holy
this moment.
fuck.
I reckon I'm really keen on the Bulldogs next year, man. I love what they're doing. I think Cameron Serraldo could be the best coach of the. He could be coach of the year next year.
Bro,
I like the
someone
Dogs a
clip what
lot
Nick just
next
said.
year.
Someone just clip what Nick said. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Bulldogs will finish 5th in 2023.
Bro,
Wow.
if
Bold prediction, man.
That's massive.
how far do they go?
And here he
Cheers
is,
prediction.
another guest from nowhere.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Rebel.
Damn.
Rebel.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks
Good,
for having
bro.
me, Nick.
Good, brother. How are you?
Mate, absolutely buggered. Just I stopped for the first time just then, mate. So yeah, no, I'm ready to talk some footy, bro, for sure.
Well, we just asked a question. What team top 8 next year that didn't make it in 2022? Who would you pick?
Oh, Bulldogs probably is the easy answer, but Newcastle Knights, man, they gotta come out and smash it next year, bro. And they got the team on paper to do it, man. They got the team on paper to do it, in my opinion, especially with a fair income halfback coming into 2023. But it's just what's going to be that last position in Newcastle's spine that's going to help them propel them into the top 8. That's the
Bro,
question I got on Newcastle. But I think
fullback.
Newcastle or the Bulldogs.
No,
Will
Brisbane.
Ponga play next year, though?
I think Pong is a fullback next year, man. I still wouldn't put him into the 5/8 role just yet.
Yeah.
No, AOB's pretty sold on the Ponga at 6 by the looks of what he says.
I was going to mention Newcastle, but then I thought I worry about the spine. Like I think Hastings would be a great pickup for him. If Ponga's playing 5'8", God help him at fullback. If they were to pick up Lachlan Miller, it still wouldn't be enough for me. I think they have a really talented team, Newcastle. I like some of the players they got there. I think they're a team that they're not that far away, but Bradman Best can't even stay fit, which doesn't help either.
Nah, that's not good. I really like.
I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Bradman Best. I really do. All right, I'll tell you what. I don't want to make this a show by any means, but I want to ask: do you guys on the wooden?
Dodo. The Dodo bird got Nick.
Is there? Any guys?
I didn't hear.
You're cutting out of it.
Is it just me?
Nick, repeat, mate.
I am cutting out a
Didn't
little
hear.
bit, but can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Just now.
Just about.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Hey.
Apologies about that.
Back.
Look, the internet connection is still, it's just starting to improve now, but the Wi-Fi's been on since Friday, so it's obviously going to have its moments as well. Hopefully it'll fall through. So it only just got input.
The joys of living in Northern New South Wales.
Time out on the chat. That preview.
Hey. So today he's won $9,980.
Man's rich.
Wins 10 grand on the punt. First thing he does is donate it to
That
his
preview says Adam O'Brien to get sacked next year.
Oh, he could.
I think
That'd be
I think the
that'd be an interesting
Dodo
question.
Bird got that preview. Thanks for taking time out of your night to come on the show, and thank you for the $20 donation. Really appreciate that, my friend. Means a lot.
It's an
Now,
interesting question. Who's the first
Hopefully the
coach to be sacked?
Wi-Fi connection holds up a bit better. It's been a bit dodgy. I just want to ask, can you guys still hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys still hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Yes.
good to know.
Yes.
Good to know. All right. The question is, fellas, the question is, who do you think wins the wooden spoon next year? I know it's a bit early, but who would you pick for the wooden spoon next year? Thank you. Go first, mate.
Hang on. Oh, am I going for right? I don't think Redcliffe's going to get it. I think with me, it's like maybe come. I don't want to say Tigers again. I think they'll be fine. It's Warriors. I think it's between. Honestly, I think it's like the top four. The top four for the spoon, but I think it's Tigers, Knights, Warriors, and Redcliffe. I don't think Redcliffe got it. You know, bit of controversy just so I can reverse psychology, and I'll say the Knights will get the spoon next year.
Oh no!
Come on, ZC.
Proins on who do you reckon?
Mate, what if it backfires?
Who do I reckon? Look, I've been thinking about this one with the wooden spoon recently. Like, it's obviously a bit tough, but I doubt everyone's going to agree with this one. But I think Dragons are in a lot of trouble next year.
Oh, what the fuck?
No.
Yeah, I
can
don't
agree.
know. It's following.
I
Oh, wow.
I genuinely
How
think
in
they're
the fuck?
No, that looks
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's true.
God, that is a big
That
call.
bad.
Without Ben Hunt, nothing.
That's a big call. What about you, Warriors NRL fanatics? My God.
Oh,
My
this is
God.
tough. I'm just gonna. I might throw this out. This might be a bold one. I'm gonna go Canberra.
Oh, what the fuck?
You're joking.
Canberra?
Really?
I don't know.
Wow.
Just throw it out there.
Bro, if Fanatics gets this right,
That is the most bold prediction by far.
bro, if Fanatics gets
Holy
this right,
shit.
Bro, he's right.
We're right. Oh, my God.
I did not
Don't
expect
play
to hear the Canberra Raiders get mentioned at all.
wow.
He's
Wow.
the master predictor if he gets this correct.
Melbourne.
Okay. That's something I did not expect to hear, but all right. Reverse psychology, I think Z takes the point.
Fucking hell.
Hainsey, who would you pick for the wooden spoon?
I don't know. I don't think it'll be the Dragons. I think it's so hard. Like, I think one team is due to get the wooden spoon. I think it's the Warriors. If I'm honest. Look, everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah, they'll have a good season next year. They're at home again. But I reckon the Warriors are the most overhyped team ever. Sorry to say it, Fanatics, but I think that's true. Like, every year's like, yeah, we'll be all right this year. It's the same stuff with the Warriors, if I'm totally honest. So I'm gonna have to try to say the Warriors.
Hayden.
Oh, here he is, the big fella.
Good evening, boys. How are we?
The big fella.
That's me. I'm loving listening to your predictions. Keep
Help
going.
is in the
I
house.
just stuffed up the order, so who's next? Because I think I stuffed up the order now.
Oh, I don't know who the fuck's next.
It was Sam.
TJ says sports. You go next, my friend.
Of course. All right. I'm going to go for I hate saying this in front of you, mate, but I'm going for Warriors personally.
Oh,
I hate saying it, dude. I don't want them to come last, but I just got a feeling, dude. I hope he's right about Canberra. That'd be a big shock.
Damn.
Fucking hell, he gets that right. Holy fuck.
Just the disagreement there, mate. I can see it. All right, who's next?
Moxley, I think.
Yeah.
See you next.
CJ.
Come on.
I'll go Tigers back to back.
CJ, go on, bro. I'm Michael Mute, bro.
Wait,
No,
did
that's-
CJ say South Sydney? I think that's right.
Fuck yourself, mate. I'd love to say Eastern Suburbs, but I'm going to say West Tigers. Just losing Hastings based my decision, but I know they got
the
close
West
down
Tigers.
publicly, but I just don't trust them one bit.
Nah, I can't see the
Good
Tigers.
God. Sam Rebel?
Come on, there's not too many good players.
Can't trust them.
For the first time in their history, Manly Seagulls are going to get the wooden.
Come on, Sam, don't cry.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Stop it.
The club
Big
is
prediction.
already in turmoil. They never really got to the great heights of 2020. Des is going to get the sack halfway through the year, and the club will get the first ever wooden spoon. You heard it here first.
Des has already been
You know what,
sacked.
Sam Rebel? Sam Rebel, I will make you a deal right now. If the
What's
Manly
up?
Seagulls get the wooden spoon in 2023, I will record myself getting butt fucked by a chicken. There's no way.
Man,
Nah,
There's no way
Seabold.
they get the wooden
Seabold's going to do bad next year, man.
No,
And they don't have a fair income half. They don't have a fair income half as well, man. Josh Schuster, hey,
Well, he'll prove everyone
Well,
wrong,
look,
mate.
Josh Schuster's nothing more than a fat cunt, and it's typical of him, but I think he'll have a big year next year. Jesus Christ. Entertain House, give us someone reasonable for the wooden spoon next year, please.
Oh, look, early tip. I think I'm going to have to agree with old mate Zed Tank 99 up there. I reckon the Knights. I think the signing of Jackson Hastings is a really good signing, but for the most part, even the juniors system, the juniors just haven't come through great for that club in recent years. And then you look at the home record for last year, it was just awful. They just didn't turn up for the fans, and what's to say anything will be different until they've got a new coach, because I'm also like Daft Previews, absolutely hate Adam O'Brien.
Oh. All right. You haven't even mentioned them, boys. I'll tell you my wooden spoon next year. Not one person has mentioned them, and I can't fucking believe it. The 2023 wooden spoon is going to those fuckwits on the Gold Coast. The Titans are They are horrible. They are absolutely horrible. Kieran Foran, he won't even last 10 games. His hamstring will be gone by preseason. He won't last fucking 10 games. Sam Barrels' career is going to go backwards. It's basically career suicide for Sam Barrels. Why would you go join them? Horrible decision. David Fafita, nothing more than a fat, lazy cunt and doesn't do anything when he has the ball. The back line sucks. The halves suck. Brimson sucks. Justin Holbrook has gotten stale. The Gold Coast can't win games in Sydney. No, they're fucked. Wooden spoon, they're gone. They are gone. They are fucked. The Gold Coast will not win more than 7 games next year. No chance.
Fucking hell. Bro, poor Holbrook.
They're no chance next year. The Titans. I can't wait to laugh at them all year. Honestly, you know what?
Have you guys asked this question yet, Nick? Have you asked the following question? If this is a YouTuber's highlights video, what's everyone's best tip that's happened in 2022? And I'll start off with mine, if you guys haven't already done it yet. I picked Aiden Tolman to score a try in his 300th game. That's what I did this year, man.
I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Did I do remember that? Yeah, wow, that is actually That is actually very good. You did well there.
That was a good one.
For me,
I thought my tip
Trying
for
to
the
remember.
year, even though I technically got it wrong, was the Raiders and the Warriors game to go to Golden Point, and I tipped the Raiders to win 21-20, and the Warriors won in Golden Point 21-20. And I also said that there'll be a penalty right at the end to send it into Golden Point. So look, wrong team winning, right score, right play. So that was mine. But as you guys had probably voted, I think everyone said that my best tip of the year was the Tigers upsetting the Broncos up at Suncorp.
I remember.
Big odds
Yeah.
too.
yes, I remember
I
that.
tipped that too. I tipped that too.
Yeah.
I'm
Thought you
trying to
would've
think
said,
of one that I nailed that was brilliant. I can't remember it.
Hayden
You
picked the
want
first
to
try
you
scored
want to
at
keep your
Allianz as
ground
well.
this year, didn't you, Nick?
Who was the first? Oh, Angus
What's
Crichton.
that?
Yeah,
that's
you
right. I
said it
did
to me. You
too.
said it to me before, like half an hour before kickoff. It was like, yeah, Angus tried, and Angus tried scored the first try. Nah, that was a good one.
I'm trying to remember what I had that was actually brilliant. I had a lot of good predictions this year, and I had a lot of horrible ones.
Can't even remember one of mine.
I remember most
I
of
can't
mine.
even remember what I had that was good.
I don't know.
It's hard to remember. I don't know if anyone in the live chat can remember on my behalf, but let me
Yours
know.
would have been a
'cause I'm
first
going
try
blank on a
scorer,
few.
but I forget who it would be. You had a couple first try scorer picks on
Yeah,
your.
I did know a couple of good first try scores. I think the Warriors and Dragons game earlier this year at Cogra, I think I nailed that. I think it might have been Lomax. I can't even remember who it was. Oh, hang on. There was one game where in the Super League, the Challenge Cup final between Wigan and Huddersfield, I said Chris McQueen would score first, and I was in Sydney that weekend for my birthday. When I was at I was at Southside Tigers at ANZ Stadium, and then I think a couple of hours later was the Challenge Cup final. I had $50 on Chris McQueen for first try scorer, and I nailed it. It was paying about $34.
What was the Super League one that you had where a team to be kept to nil at 500-1?
Oh, that was last year. That was 2021.
Was that
I
last
had
year?
Old
Oh,
KR.
it feels like this year.
Yeah, Old KR, right? They were paying fucking $4 or $5 to win. They beat Warrington 19-0, and I picked them to win to nil. I won like $1,000 off it, or $3.
Bro,
It was the greatest bet I've ever done. I swear.
I was annoyed with the result.
The greatest $3 bet of all time. What's another one that I fucking nailed? That was a ripper. I think. Actually, no, I didn't get that one. I can't even remember. There was so many of them.
Did you ever take the Raiders?
What about yourself,
Nick?
I don't think you did. No. No, imagine. What about you, DJSC Sports? What about yourself?
I can't really remember of any much of mine, if I'm being honest with you, Nick. I think if I could say a prediction I actually remember, it was probably Eels versus Storm in Melbourne. I predicted that to go to Golden Point and Para to win. So that was a pretty good prediction of mine. I don't really remember anything else, mate. Sorry. It was so long ago, that game.
That's all right. It's hard to remember, so I'm just trying to think of the chat. I don't know. Or a prediction that I did nail was I said Titans would be bottom 4, and they did come bottom 4.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Everyone laughed at me. Everyone's like, "Oh no, they'll be around the 8." Around the 8.
The flops.
Just get back down the bottom where you belong. Floppers. Pathetic. Get back down the bottom.
Typical.
Get back down the bottom. Oh. All right.
I think mine was.
Soon, I reckon. Who the
I think mine. Oh, here we go. Here comes another scare.
Oh.
I was waiting for the horn. Where's the horn?
Entertain now.
Wait, did you say my
What,
name?
he's
Or are you
NRL
reading
fanatic?
everyone's name?
The whole order. He's reading all the names.
Josh.
About a funny story, actually.
Oh no.
One of the connections here.
Has Nick got the
Connection
dodo?
playing up again.
Not again.
Playing up.
Dodo.
Now
Nick
you're
got
good.
the dodo.
Dodo.
Now you're good.
Can you guys still hear me or what?
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Oh,
right.
fuck's sake. You guys hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going
Yes.
to keep talking and seeing what happens here. All right, I'm going to keep talking. Now, Connie's story. We went to the Titans versus Cowboys game earlier this year up at Seabuck on the Thursday night. And after we left, fucking one of my cousins come up to me and goes, "That guy looked like he was serious." In reference to Warriors NRL fanatics. I'm like, what do you mean he looks scared? What do you mean he looks scared? He doesn't look scared at all. And we're at the game watching the footy, and then my cousins are all like, "Oh, he looks so scared." I'm like, what? He's not scared of anything. He's Warriors NRL fanatics. Like, what's he scared of? Like, I don't get what people. He's not scared of anyone. It's funny story, that one.
He's a fucking king,
Yeah.
mate.
All right, I'll
Can
tell
I-
you what, boys. This fucking dodo's playing up with me. It's going to keep cutting out. Yep.
You're
Hainsey?
fine now.
Can I suggest something here? What do you reckon? If you guys, what do you reckon was your favourite vlog for the year from everyone that does like for you, Nick, and it might be hard for
Wow.
you. So you take that busy to live stream. What is your favourite
For
vlog?
me, it was Sharks versus Cowboys at qualifying final at Shark Park.
Yeah.
By far. Best night ever. I love that night.
That was excellent. That was excellent.
Definitely.
Easy. What about yourself, Pro Enzo Vids?
This year there's been a couple because I've done a lot more vlogs than I normally have on the channel. But yeah, I got to agree. I think the Sharks and Cowboys one has to be one of the more memorable videos of the year. I think that was the best night ever, like you said.
Yeah. What about yourself, Entertain House? Your favourite vlog of the year?
The king of
Shit,
vlogs.
there's a lot to choose from, isn't there?
King
Did a bit
of
of travelling,
vlogs.
got around. Look, I'll narrow it down to two. First one, Hainsey was there, and that one was the State of Origin, Game 3. Benny
you have
Hunt
to
runs
remind
away.
me. You have to remind me.
But there was something about that Cowboys versus Eels game at Townsville and the atmosphere in that bay, getting to bang the drum after all those years of wanting to bang that bastard of a drum.
Didn't you bang one in Canberra?
Yeah, that wasn't the main one, but
don't
I
mention
think
the
it was just
prelim here.
Don't mention the
that-
prelim.
yeah.
Don't mention the prelim.
Yeah, it was the prelim where we knocked you out.
A great night.
I was secretly rooting for you that year. I wanted to
That was probably one of the darkest nights of my entire life. That was
bad, bro. That was bad.
fucking horrible, man.
Do you want to know what my
I
darkest night
did
of my
head
life was?
after that game. What's that?
It was when Kenny Dow threw that pass to Darius Boyd in 2015. I was at that game. I was there. I was there in that corner, and I've never been more low in my life. I've never been more low in my life than that when he threw that fucking ball.
Oh,
It fucking still gives me nightmares.
We love intercepts.
oh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking Sean Kenny down.
Oh,
He's been doing good in England.
SKD, more like go and get fucked.
oh. It's giving me fucking shits now.
That was bad. Oh, SKD, what the fuck?
I don't know what he was doing.
Evil. All right, well, boys, we just hit the 1 hour mark, and my internet connection is getting worse. So I think we're gonna wrap it up.
All right.
No worries.
Fellas, thank you all so much for coming on tonight. It's been a pleasure. It's been a
great.
pleasure to have you all on, and it's good to have a good chat with you all. My connection is still coming out while I'm talking, so fellas, thank you all so much for coming on, and I really appreciate it, boys. It means a lot.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
All good. No worries.
Thanks, boys. Pleasure.
Thanks, mate.
All right, boys, and live chat tune in. Thanks for watching as well. I'm gonna get on out of here because this connection is really struggling right. Anyway, everyone, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! And